OCM, wiyé.nox here from Kwantlen First Nation. Kwantlen is located in Fort Langley. We live on an island alongside the streamline of the Fraser River. This week, in our 6 Cedars teaching, we will be looking at the Orca and how it leads to identity. The Orca teaches us about who we are and where we are from. In your handout this week, it speaks about how the Orca is the guardian and navigator of the sea. The Orca represents the ways of learning our positive personal and cultural identity. As we look at the Orca's powerful connections to its home and members of its pod, we learn about who we are, where we come from, and to understand our own personal histories by learning the ways of our ancestors. The Orca helps us to learn about our personal strengths and abilities, understanding relationships and cultural context, and personal values and choices. Now, from an Indigenous perspective, Native people show their status and prestige by showing where they are from and what their name is. It doesn't matter if you live in Vancouver, Fort Langley, or Attawapiskat. Native people show their wealth and status of saying where they are from and what their name is. To say that brings incredible power, value, and identity. And it really doesn't matter how much money you have in your wallet or in your bank account. I think that's what COVID is teaching us right now, is looking at our community members on both sides of the bridge, our family members, and who has the influence on us to help us during these difficult times. Now, as students in middle school or those going to high school, identity is very key, and it's very personal. So a lot of these choices that you will make will be based on your values. These choices will have to be made by yourself only. Or when it comes to your academics or wanting to be successful, the choices come from yourself. You have to make that choice for you. You can look to other people in your family who may influence you or live a good life, who are leading by example. Maybe teachers, maybe counselors. Maybe your sister, older brother. Maybe it's an uncle, your mom or dad. So you should be able to describe your family's and community's influence on your identity. You got to ask yourself, can I identify and describe my own characteristics, attributes, and strengths? It's a tough question, but it's key to remember that the Orca teaches us about who we are. The Orca teaches us that we are all unique. We are all beautiful in our own ways. We all have different gifts that bring value to everyone that is needed. And that's what helps bring our community together. And I know it's going to be very difficult further down the road, but that's part of creating your identity, living with your family, creating relationships. That's if you know where you are from and what your name is, you're already on the right path. And That's what First Nations communities bring, to know where you are from and what your name is. And then you can learn more about your culture, the songs, the dancing, the food. That's what the Orca teaches us about who we are and where we are from. HKCM, Hesepka, thank you all.